last time on Roanoke Live.
Alrighty.
Yep. Alrighty. 21 alrighties,
21.
guys, if you're counting.
Alrighty.
Yep. I need to make like a collaboration of just all the alrighties.
Yeah.
I love it.
Roanoke
It's our
Live,
thing.
21.
Yeah.
Tiff said, I'll go to jail if it boosts our stream. Rob said, bet. I'll bail you out. Dream team. But guess who's got to sell them?
Bit of salt and pepper, it's as simple as that. There wasn't no money left after daddy's booze and we was
Yo, I'm here to say that my name is Rob. Tiffany, hey, can you give me a mic check? 1 2 1 2.
Mic check 2 3 4 5 6 7 8.
Alrighty.
Alrighty. 22 alrighties. Let's go.
I don't know
Let's
about
go.
you, but I'm feeling
22. Oh.
Your favorite.
I will say we'll allow it. We'll allow
You'll
it.
allow it?
Yeah, we'll allow it.
Just don't bleep it. I'm gonna
The
say,
metal version
I'm
of the
gonna say
Taylor Swift song is allowed.
And then you're going to bleep it.
Yeah, every time it's a bad word on this podcast.
Taylor Swift.
Yeah, bleep. Not allowed. No more Taylor Swift on this podcast.
Man,
No.
22. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
I know. We've been doing this podcast for over 2 years now, right? That's the
Yeah.
math.
Yeah. We get
math is
sentimental
math.
over every number. There
We
has to
do.
be a number that we can't get sentimental about.
Yes, I know. Well, it's just crazy to think we've done 22 of these.
I think it's also because we do them once a month. So, like, we have
Yeah.
time to reflect on them. And then
Yeah.
22. Hey, here's to 1,000 more.
1,000.
Yeah.
If we make
We're
it
gonna
to
be
1,000
old.
yeah. How many? It's like that's a lot of months from now. Like, how old will we be? I don't know.
Too old.
Yeah, too old. You guys will catch us on the podcast.
God. What
I'll
we
be in a
talking about?
bonnet.
Back in my day.
Back in my day, oh my gosh, that's gonna be crazy.
Probably
but yeah.
like floating. Or, you know, what could happen is we could get replaced by AI.
Oh my gosh, have you ever done the AI thing? I actually
Which
typed
one?
in, well, you can type in the AI, you load the podcast into the AI, and it creates one in our voice. It's
No,
really
you
creepy.
did it?
No, but we can for the next podcast. It might be cool to let you guys do
just
that.
totally mail it in and just let them do the whole
Yeah, I think, well, no, I meant like we can play like the clipped AI, just like a clip that they do for
okay.
us, which is
All right.
funny because it low-key roasts us.
Does it? What does it say?
So it'll probably like make fun of the things we talk about the most.
Oh,
like-
being sentimental.
Yeah, yours will be like Taylor Swift. I'm just kidding.
It doesn't be rock, metal music.
Yeah, it will. It would be hilarious. But
At least
yeah,
it's both music.
that's true. That's true.
It's very two opposite
Yeah.
ends of the spectrum.
That's very true. So also, I do have to point this out. You guys can see the table now.
Yes.
Is that not the craziest thing? That's not the most exciting thing to
We
open
did
the
move
podcast
the
with.
angle.
We moved the angle down. So you guys let us know if you like this better.
Big
22
changes.
episodes later, we are making the big changes.
Yeah, right.
Next, we're gonna replace this with AI. You never know what's coming here on Roanoke Live.
And
But
then-
anyways,
And then
sorry.
some on the other news.
Yeah.
These are our two big pieces of news.
Yep.
You could see the table now.
Yep.
And now that it is May, we can officially announce we are back-to-back champs for Best Local Podcast.
So yeah, you guys look out for the post. Well, actually, it'll probably be out by this podcast when this comes out.
Yes.
We made a really funny graphic, and we're also going to put it out on the board for everyone to see to embarrass us as well. So it'll be great.
And thank you guys for voting for us.
Yes, thank you guys for your
We
support.
appreciate it.
Yeah, it's super cool.
Yeah,
Super cool.
it is. It's awesome. You know, it's.
Yeah, it's kind of unbelievable. Like I don't know. It's like cool that people
Yeah, it definitely
like
doesn't
us
seem
enough
real.
to like vote for that. So thank you
Yeah,
guys and
appreciate that.
Yeah, again, we're very excited, and later on in the podcast, we're introducing something new that I
Yes,
think,
Stay tuned.
yeah,
Teaser
to
alert.
make you guys a little more interactive with our podcast might be fun. So.
Right. All right. Well, let's roll right into the podcast. For the first thing we want to do, we wanted to talk about Mother's Day.
You want to talk about mothers?
Wait, what's that?
Wait. Oh, please don't tell me you haven't seen White Chicks, Rob.
I have. I just
Yeah,
don't
that's the
like it.
beginning where they're, or not the beginning. That's the part where they're in the the circle, and they go, "You want to talk about mothers?" And they're like going around like this in the circle.
When they're doing like
yes,
rap
I'm gonna
battles?
have to put the clip if I'm allowed. I don't know if that'll get copyrighted.
Who cares?
But
We just
yes,
won't be able to
that's one of my
monetize.
favorite movies. I think
It is good. Making my way downtown.
What a great
That's the
movie.
Best part.
That explains a lot. That being my favorite movie. Anyways,
White chick. Yeah.
yes, I love it.
But reminder to everybody out there, we're
Mm-hmm.
partially doing this to remind everybody. May 11th is
Yo.
Mother's Day. Put it in your calendar.
Guys, that's like next weekend. So
It is.
you better get on those gifts quick.
Quick.
Gift cards, what? Actually, don't get your mom a
No,
gift
no,
card.
no
Just take
gift
her to
cards.
eat. That would be so messed up.
Yeah, spend some
like,
time with her. Call
Here's
her.
an
if you're
Outback
out.
gift card.
Yeah. You got an hour. Set the timer. You can talk to me.
Oh my
I'm
gosh.
just kidding.
Me and mom yap all day. That wouldn't be the case. But so we're gonna tell you a little about our moms,
Yes.
and then we also have some videos that I'm gonna insert into the podcast.
Right.
But Rob and I are also gonna watch them live that feature our moms, which ironically enough are both named Kathy,
Yes.
but
we just
spelled
figured that out.
differently. Yep.
Yeah.
So.
we just figured that out.
Yep. So Rob, tell us about your Kathy.
Okay,
Your
so
mom.
my Kathy, spelled with a C.
Yep.
She's a beach girl. She's originally from Pensacola, Florida.
Oh, lucky.
So we go to Pensacola at least every other year and watch the Blue
Yeah.
Angels. You ever seen the Blue Angels?
No, I haven't, but it
It's
looks so awesome. Yeah.
It's so much
So
fun.
cool.
And she ended up north, and she's the best. I mean, she's my hero, really.
Aw, don't make me cry on the podcast.
She was holding down 3 jobs at once, trying to take care of us.
Oh, what a sweet mom.
Yeah, she's the best. She's a little neurotic, but that's
When
okay.
you say neurotic, she does comment on all of our stuff, and I
Yeah,
love it. I
our
love
parents
reading her
are the
comments.
best when it comes to that. But yeah, I love my mom to death. She's the best. I couldn't ask for a better.
Oh, that's so sweet. You got me crying in the club right now. I'm gonna be crying in the
Crying in
club.
the podcast. What about
Yeah.
you, Tiff?
So my mom, Kathy with a K, I don't even know. She's my best friend. Yeah, now I'm going to make Rob cry. I would not be the person I am today without her. I think I'm her mini me. I definitely, we do a lot of stuff together. She gave me my love of music and my love of fitness. She used to be a personal trainer.
Okay.
Which I do have to tell after actually, maybe I'll just say it now. So surprisingly, her embarrassing story is not this one, I believe. But I locked myself in a locker at Lancerlot in Benton when I was a kid. And
No way.
Yes, and I didn't think it would lock from the inside. So that would be what I thought she was going to choose. But she was working in her office upstairs.
Oh my
and I went
goodness.
down to the pool area because, I was trying to find some stuff to do while
Yeah.
mom was working. She
How
could
old
take
were
me to
you?
work. Oh gosh, I think I was probably like 9 or 10.
That's
but
too old to get locked in.
yes,
the closet.
but apparently the most embarrassing part about this for me, the lady said she heard me crying, and that's how she found me in the locker. So
I'm sure you were crying.
yeah, I thought I was gonna be dead in there, and they were gonna find me in 20 years, and I was just gonna be withered away in a locker. That'd be terrible.
That was it
But,
for you. That's how your story.
yeah, so sorry to get super sidetracked, but yes, she's a great mom. I don't know what I'd do without her. She sacrifices everything for me and my brother and my dad, and our doggies. So
Yes, moms are the absolute best.
yes, they are.
And sometimes if people listen, maybe their mom's not with them anymore, you could still get to remember them, or you have mother figures. Mother's Day isn't always just about, like, I have a stepmom that I consider my mom.
Yeah.
So moms come in all different shapes and sizes for sure.
Yes, I agree with that. Like, I think Mother's Day is definitely like mother figure. I like the way to say that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah. So Rob,
You want me to go first?
Yeah, actually, I'm gonna throw you a curveball. Let's watch yours first, and I'll insert the videos in here so you guys can watch them with us.
All right.
Okay, so Rob wants me to give him a piece of advice because apparently I have a lot of information and knowledge. My advice is don't yell. It doesn't help anything.
And the other advice is don't get a bearded dragon. It's stupid.
Oh my gosh, I love her. Okay, now I understand where you get your personality from.
Oh
That's
man, a little bit of a
hilarious.
backstory. We did
Yes.
just add a new member of my family. My son got a bearded dragon, Keegan, who's been on the podcast.
Yep.
And my mom says she's no longer coming to visit.
Oh,
because she's
does
so
she not like
grossed out.
reptile? Yeah.
Yeah, she's so gross.
I get
Reptiles
it.
aren't for everybody.
No, like here's the thing. Would I touch a bearded dragon? Probably, but I also have a thing with reptiles.
Yeah.
Snakes are like one of my biggest fears. I'm not
Really?
not a big snake fan.
Yeah,
They're
well,
cool animals, but they freak me out.
needless to say, she's not a fan. But she's
Yes.
me and my mom's relationship is we just like we're friends. So she's
funny.
giving me a hard time.
You know what's funny, Rob? I've never seen your mom. That's my first time seeing your mom.
Yeah.
Ever, so that's
that's funny. All right, let's go for the next one. This is a piece of this is an embarrassing story.
yes.
Oh. Let's start
A
over.
story about Robert when he was a little child. He was the cutest kid in the world. And when he was young, we taught him to go on the beach, and we would say, "Girls on the beach." And he would suck his gut in and hold his little hands up and do a He-Man pose and hold his breath. And it was the cutest thing in the world.
Oh, that's so cute. See, less of an embarrassing story, but more, that's adorable.
Yeah,
I love it.
yeah.
How cute.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you know what? She seems like a great mom. I hope if she
is.
comes visit, you have to bring her to work.
Okay, I will bring your
Oh
mom
my
to work
God, can
day.
she would be a great guest for the podcast.
Maybe we have them both on. at the same
Yes.
time.
Oh,
Next Mother's
you know,
Day.
it'd be hilarious. We're not on the podcast. It's just
It's
them
just
and our.
them.
And yeah, that'd be so. I
Oh
think they
my
would be so
goodness.
funny.
Next
but-
we'd have to do our dads because that would be fun.
Yes,
too,
it
'cause they're
would.
both Italian. so-
Oh my God. Can you imagine? We'd have to move the mics to the end of the table. They'd both be screaming at each other.
And just like, but not like mad. They're
No,
just, like,
that's how they
loud
talk.
Okay, quick cut in.
We're back.
We're back. Apparently, Tiffany's part did not make it.
No, sadly, it did not.
This is our third wardrobe change. I've shaved.
Yeah, it's the third one. No, fourth? Hold
Four?
on. 1, 2. No, it's only 3 because we did the end. Or you'll see. You'll see.
Yeah,
You have to tell us
podcast
what-
magic.
Yes.
But we're back in here. I think our dads might have heard us talking crap about them being Italian. They
Yeah.
said that's enough of that, and they cut it off.
Yeah, they did. It cut off right there. You guys will see it. You'll see the jump cut, but it'll be fun.
Yeah, so let's just roll. Let's just keep it going.
Yeah.
Tiffany, let's watch your mom's videos
Yes.
for the first time.
Well, I have to repeat what I said about my mom.
Oh, yes.
And everything. So
Yeah.
my mom is Kathy with a K.
Yes.
I don't know if that was on the other clip, but Kathy with the K, and she's the best woman ever. She does everything for our family.
All right, well, no, you can't rush through it because you were very sincere.
Yeah,
the
you're
first
right. I
time.
was very sincere.
So-
well, my
so-
mom knows how I feel, but she takes care of me, my dad, my brother, and our 2 dogs, our 2 little Frenchies. Those are her best friends.
Yes.
And I don't know what I would do without her. She gave me my love of music and I think my workaholic personality. I think she works, she's always doing something. She just has to stay busy, and I think I got that from her.
That
But
makes sense. Yeah, and I met her once, and you could just tell how sweet and caring
She is. She's
From
a
that, just that
sweet-
one interaction, I knew that, how sweet she is.
Yeah, I'm afraid to say anything, like make a joke about her putting up with my dad because I'm afraid the podcast will turn
Yeah,
off
right.
again.
Let's stop
yeah,
talking about
let's
her
not do that. He
dad.
has some kind of power. But all right, so this is my mom's embarrassing story about
Okay,
me.
let's
So
hear it.
So my motherly advice.
nope, that's the wrong video. Actually, here it
Hi,
is.
I'm Kathy, Tiffany's mom. So one of the most embarrassing moments I remember about Tiffany, she was cast as Peppermint Patty in the high school play, and she was supposed to come out and do the introduction to the entire play. The audience was packed. She comes out on stage and completely forgets all of her lines.
Yep.
But she did
Yep.
great. She ended up improvising, but she was so embarrassed.
Yep.
Oh,
So what are your thoughts on
goodness.
that one?
I didn't know you were a theater kid.
Yep, I'm surprised that you couldn't tell from the personality. I'm a theater kid. I may not. It's funny. I think back in high school, I definitely was more like I looked more like a theater kid. Now I don't know. I feel like you could still kind of tell. Like I might be more like
Yeah.
alternative metal now, but I feel like there were a lot of kids back in high school that. Like I was friends with that did theater with me that were able to dress. I don't know why I didn't dress like this in high school, but
Wait, so
I had a big
what play
personality.
is that?
So it's the Charlie Brown
Oh,
play. Yeah,
that peppermint
I
patty.
can't remember if it was like the holiday version.
Oh, it must have been.
Yeah, I remember I actually dyed my hair brown. I was platinum blonde. So basically what I just did again. Yeah, just go back and forth. But yeah, I dyed my hair. She has the straight, I think she might have a bob. I'll place a picture of Peppermint Patty for anybody who hasn't seen Charlie Brown.
Do you know the speech now?
Oh, no way. I feel like I trauma blocked it out of my mind after I forgot it. But
hey, that's some good improv skills to have that like
I couldn't tell you what I said. My dad may have a video, but I'm not sure.
Did you do another play after that?
Yeah, so
or was that the end?
No,
you were just scarred.
Well, I didn't expect. I've always been like, I like being behind the scenes more, which I think is why I really like this job. Because now we're not behind the scenes, but I feel like we do. Yeah, we make a lot of or do a lot of the marketing stuff behind the scenes.
Okay.
But I guess my theater teacher needed somebody to be Peppermint Patty, and I had freckles at the time across my face.
Oh,
and
so you're shooing.
She was like, "Would you want to do this?" And I was terrified. But no, the next thing I did after that, I was actually the Grinch. So I was in a full mask and I had no lines. I just stood there on stage and I could barely see. So it was perfect. So yeah.
Oh, but man, that's awesome.
This is my mom's motherly advice.
Okay, let's hear it.
So my motherly advice that I always taught to Tiffany was to be kind to others. You never know what someone's going through or having a bad day, and we should always treat people with kindness.
Yep.
That's some good advice.
Yep. My mom always told me to be kind, and sometimes some days it's harder than others. But no,
I would say that you've definitely taken that to heart. I mean, you are a very kind person.
Yeah, I try to be. I mean, like she said, you never know what somebody, like their life situation outside of work, and they may be bringing their best self to work that day, and you just got to be kind. And even when you go out, like I know we work with a lot of partners here in Roanoke, like even when we go out to pick stuff up, like they could be having a really rough day. You just, I don't know, you just got to make the best of it.
Yeah, right. You know, I always try to be kind, especially to like service people. Like we were at Best Buy this weekend, and I do not envy the Geek Squad guys. I used to work there, fun back, and you could just tell that this guy was just going through it. And I was just asking him about his day, and he just spewed his guts because he just like, I think he needed to get it off his chest.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I went in there, just quick side story about what you just said. I went in there to pick up a Kindle, and this lady actually interrupted him helping from me and my mom to like pull him over somewhere else. I just told him, oh, you go help her. We're fine. We have time. But you know, okay, Geek Squad, if you're listening, we feel for you guys. If you need anything from Roanoke Live, please let us know. Maybe if we ever get some high-tech technology in here, we can employ some of them in here.
Right,
but we won't yell at you, we promise.
But that's great advice.
Yeah.
It is. You do need to be kind to people.
Yeah, I agree, which it actually goes along the lines of what your mom said as well about the don't yell at. She's right.
Yeah.
Just don't. I don't know. Sometimes it's hard not to yell too.
Yes.
But, you know, that kind of goes hand in hand.
I was watching some movie where they're like, anger is an easy emotion. Like it's easy to go to anger and being mean. That's the easy way out, and it kind of puts it in perspective. Like you have to kind of try to be kind and gentle, you know.
Yep. So I agree. Well, what is next on the agenda?
Yeah. So next is our next wardrobe change.
Yes.
We're doing a segment called Will It Taco in honor of Taco Ritas. So if you're watching this on Friday, it's this Sunday. The tacos there will be a lot better than ones that we do here.
Yes. I mean, there was one taco that I would eat again, but you guys will have to see.
All right. Well, stay tuned for that. Let's go get changed again real quick. All right. We're back for our next segment. Will It Taco? We're doing this in honor of our Taco Ritas event happening on May 4th. So if you're watching this on Friday, it's going to be on Sunday.
Yep.
And it's going to be an awesome event. There's, what are we up over? How many vendors at this point?
Oh gosh, we have like, including shopping vendors and everything, and in our tent as well, we have like 40.
Dang.
Yeah, so you guys will have a day of it. It'll be great. We're super stoked. We have a lot of local taco vendors.
Yes.
Like I said, like Martin's, Cabo Fish Taco Truck. We got Lazy Bulldog. They have delicious food. So you guys are really in for a good day. Live music.
Yeah, live music. music. It's kids zone. Kids
Yep.
12 and under are free. So bring the whole family. Drink some margaritas. And we promise there won't be tacos like the ones we're about to eat.
No.
They'll be good.
Well, actually, they're gonna have me making them at one of the tents. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But so Rob, explain the rules of Will It Taco.
All right. So we got some. Tiffany went out and got some awesome ingredients. We're going to make 3 different tacos each. The requirements are they each have to have the same base. So we'll make 1 gummy worms, 1 donut, and 1 spicy ramen, which Tiffany likes to torture us. I tried to convince her to
ramen.
get it.
I had to do it.
Yeah, but I tried to convince her to do it cold, but she
well, the
vetoed
noodles
me
might
on
be
that.
cold now, so
Yeah,
we
that
might
was-
be good.
Well, I meant like not cooked, but
Okay, hold on. If anybody's listening, please comment. Would you rather eat crunchy, uncooked ramen
yes.
noodles
Yeah, let us know.
or cooked ramen? I personally would rather have the cooked
Well,
ramen.
you won, so we're going with that. And after each taco, we're each going to bite one side of them, so we won't be sharing germs completely.
Yes.
And we'll vote whose was the best and who was the worst.
Yep.
And should there be some stakes? Should we say, like, if whoever gets
Lord.
best 2 out of 3?
Not another TikTok challenge.
No, we could do something else.
Okay.
We should have thought about this beforehand.
No, I'm thinking one of us wears one of our costumes and holds some kind of
Yeah, embarrassing
poster.
photo.
Either that or stands out one day on Williamson in front of our sign dressed in costume.
Oh, my goodness. So this is real
Yeah,
stakes.
this is legit.
I don't...
The Taco Rob costume.
Okay, all right. Oh my goodness, Tiffany, you're
With
killing
the
me with
apron and
that.
everything.
Okay, all right.
right.
Well, let's table. Oh, all right. You ready? I'll commit to it if you
Okay,
will.
Taco Rob costume. You have to stand out there for 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
Okay, next to the Williamson sign.
All right. With a
yep.
big sign that says, I
And we will-
don't know how to make tacos.
Yeah, okay, I like it. We'll go get the poster board.
Yeah.
I was going to say to promote one of the upcoming concerts, but I like that better. I don't know how to make that's hilarious.
Okay.
All right.
Honk if you like tacos.
Yeah,
We could
honk
do
if you
that,
like tacos. That's perfect.
Yeah.
Okay.
All
sweet.
right. Cool. All right. Well, the first one, what do you think? Gummy worms first?
Yeah, so we're gonna do gummy worm base. So
Okay.
Rob, feel free to grab you a
right.
taco and
right.
start
Yep. We should have some like
some music.
taco music
There's some people
playing.
popping some balloons outside of the door. Does that count as
All right. I'm trying to think. What would be good with this?
So it's super sweet.
Yeah.
So
well,
I'm
everything's
thinking,
really kind of
you know what would have been good is some like whipped cream.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, so and the rule is you have to put at least one thing on top.
Okay.
Wait,
That's
are
a
you
good
about
rule.
to steal my idea? Wow, you
doing
didn't
the
pack.
same
You got to
thing.
pack your taco, Rob.
What do you mean? I am packing my taco.
I'm gonna see. I don't know how this is.
All right.
gonna
Now
be,
I'm going
but-
to cheat.
Are you gonna steal my ingredients
I,
potentially?
you know what? Screw it. Are you doing everything or are you just doing
No, I
one?
think I'm just gonna do one ingredient.
All
I think
right,
less is
you
more.
ready?
Although I feel like
one
I'll also rush-
ingredient. Did you do? It did at least 2, right?
Well, I mean, like the base is the gummy worms,
So,
and then
all right. So what do you have on yours?
so I have gummy worms, and then I just topped it with marshmallows because I feel like the gummy
Oh,
worms.
so we're not even close to each other.
No, so Rob, what is your taco?
See, I screwed myself because I was just gonna do gummy worms and Captain Crunch.
Oh,
But I
no.
thought you were doing that too. So now I have
Nope.
some chocolate on it.
Okay, we'll see how this tastes. So wait, do we try our own first, and then?
Lady in the Tramp.
Oh my gosh!
All right.
Oh Lord!
Well, it's gonna be so messy. Sorry to our podcast listeners. That's actually like not the worst thing I've ever eaten.
I think that's pretty bad.
All right, well, mine's falling apart, so you're gonna have to grab it from the bottom.
Got it. Oh my god.
All right, you ready?
Yep. Oh no.
Now, will we have bias because the stakes are so high?
That's true. See, I don't have bias. Mine was pretty bad.
Okay. I'm not gonna lie, I think mine's better. I think the Captain Crunch gives it a little bit of something.
Yeah. I have to be unbiased here. Yours was better because the
Okay.
chocolate too was good.
Yeah. All right.
Surprisingly.
So will it taco? No.
Look, I don't think the gummy. Okay. The gummy worms were the worst for me, actually. I thought the gummy worms would be really good. It was the worst.
Okay.
So,
All right.
no.
Let's move on. Now we got donuts, right?
yes. So, donut base. I'm trying to clear my podcast schedule. Oh my gosh.
Your schedule?
My podcast schedule. All right, so I'm excited about chocolate donut, but I'm also nervous.
Okay.
See, you were smart. That should have broke up the gummy worms because they were hard to eat.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
This is diabolical.
It is. All right.
I don't know.
Do, 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 do.
Imagine you walk into Taco Bell and you see me in the back making donut tacos. You would leave immediately.
All right, what you got?
Okay, so I have Captain Crunch
Okay.
and chocolate chips on the top.
Okay.
So
All right, I went donuts, marshmallows,
I like
and
it.
chocolate chips.
all right.
All right,
So we
ready?
both got chocolate chips. The only thing that we did differently was marshmallows
Versus
and
Captain Crunch.
Yep.
All right,
oh
let's
Lord, here we go.
Not good.
Mine is good.
Is it? Mm-hmm. Okay, maybe it's the Captain Crunch. That's the secret.
You heard it here first. Always put Captain Crunch on your
Your
tacos.
tacos. All right, you ready? This is a disaster.
But also, I think it's because look how messy this is.
All right, we gotta go, and we're just sorry
This is-
to our listeners because.
I'm sorry I'm eating on the podcast. Oh Lord, I feel like I'm just.
Better.
I'm about to get like a mouthful of donut. Okay, not bad, but it doesn't have a lot of flavor.
Yeah, and the Captain Crunch. I'm telling you.
I think that's the key.
Yeah.
All right, going forward, Captain Crunch on every
All right,
taco.
so 1-1, I think.
Okay, I like it. Oh
Yeah.
my God, please, this is great. This is crazy.
Oh my goodness.
It looks like a little.
All right, last one is ramen.
All right, Rob, I'm gonna let you take the ramen first. Oh,
All right.
I do love those donuts though, so I feel like I'm biased to the donuts.
Oh, okay. So it is still a little warm.
Oh, also,
that's
this
good.
is the ramen we used. If you can see it, it's the very spicy ramen. So we're about to find out.
Oh my god.
About to find out, folks.
All right, there you go.
I'm very relieved that this is the last taco, considering the amount of food we have on here. How cold is it? Oh, that spicy sauce on the bottom. Whoo. Oh, you went chocolate chips. Interesting. Interesting choice.
Yep. I did. I did. Should to be talking into the mic.
Oh, that does 22 podcast episodes, forgets to talk into the mic.
Oh my goodness. All right.
Watch this be super spicy, and I just put like a bunch of ramen. All right, so I'm gonna switch it up. I'm gonna do something
All right,
different.
What are you doing?
I am gonna go Captain
Oh,
Crunch.
see. Okay. I just licked my finger.
Is it spicy?
It got a little tickle.
Oh no.
I think you might have went too much ramen there.
I think
I don't know if you have too much room for,
What's the
for topping.
Okay. This is hold on, now I gotta put some in the ramen. Oh gosh, guys, I don't know about
I'm gonna be
this.
very upset if I lose because I'm sick of wearing that thing. And you haven't even wore the taco outfit
I
yet.
haven't. I said I'd go to jail for the podcast, so.
Okay.
All right, so ramen and
All right, here we
Captain
go.
Crunch
Cheers.
in my fingers, apparently. I don't know where to put.
Cheers.
All right, I'm gonna go. Oh, this is gonna be tough.
Not bad.
Mine's not bad either. Uh-oh. If we end up in a tie, what do we do?
We gotta do it together.
Okay.
If we can't come up with a consensus on who wins.
This isn't bad. See, I told you the chocolate might taste good. I love ramen too, so.
This is a disaster.
You know what's smart? The ramen's still a little warm, so the chocolate chips melted.
Yeah, a little
That's
bit.
good. That's real good.
Not gonna lie, I didn't get much Captain Crunch.
Okay. I like the chocolate.
I know.
Dang, I don't know, man. Well,
I think we gotta call it a tie.
I do too, and I hate to say that, but I would eat both of these.
Yeah.
Okay,
The
well,
ramen was good.
yeah, it was. Well, guys, you heard it here first. Please look away from the table right now.
So let's rank them. What's the best thing that will taco is ramen, right?
Yes. I think the best thing is ramen because both things we put on it were not bad.
Yep.
I would say the second best for me would have been the donuts, and I think the gummy worms were probably the nastiest.
It's because they're so tough.
Yeah, I don't
you gotta
think.
like rip it.
Yeah, I don't like the gummy worm tacos. I could have done without.
Okay.
So.
All right, I think we're gonna have to break to clean up our mess here. We'll be right back. All right, we're back. We just cleaned up our mess. We still have a little bit of crumbs everywhere.
Yep.
That did that go better or worse than you expected? I don't know if we anticipated.
I'm not gonna lie. I think worse. I didn't anticipate. I did anticipate with the tablecloth.
Yes,
but I didn't anticipate it being that messy. Those taco shells, they legit just fell apart.
Crumbled. Well,
Yeah,
I think you're supposed to put them in the oven.
Well, that's where we went wrong. Well, also, people aren't using those to make the diabolical tacos
true.
that we just made as well.
like that.
So, yeah.
All right, well, let's move on to our next segment.
Yes.
Pop goes Berglund and see if I can remember the right.
Nailed it. Oh.
All right, so for this one, our first topic is Katy Perry in space.
Yes. Who doesn't know that Katy Perry went to space? I mean, that's crazy. There was a comedian I was listening to. I can't think of his name, but I'll put the video in if I can or link it.
Okay.
He was saying that apparently when Katy Perry got up to space, all she did was sing.
Katy Perry was doing a lot. In fact, Gail K, they asked Gail K, they were like, hey, what was it like? And then she was like, oh, we get up there and Katy actually sang. When we were up there, she sang What a Wonderful World. We were up there. And to me, just to me, that sounds like a little too much.
So apparently she's saying What a Wonderful World.
Yes, which is hilarious. I don't know. That's just something you would hear about like in an SNL episode.
Right,
This actually sounds like an SNL episode.
Right,
so that's pretty funny. But what are your thoughts? Like, do you think that, I mean, do you think she paid? Do you think this was like
I
marketing ploy? Like, what do you think?
It's definitely vanity. It's kind of weird.
Vanity,
It's
okay,
like
that's a good word.
like Katy Perry used to be like a hit factory, and then like America just collectively decided 10 years ago that we hate her.
Well, is she still on American Idol? Like, what did she do?
Yeah.
Okay. I couldn't remember. I don't know if it's an act of her still trying to be relevant, but
like everybody got so much hate for. And then Wendy's. Did you see Wendy's?
Oh my gosh! Didn't they say, "Can we send her back?"
Yes, and they had to issue an apology.
I'm sorry, but that's hilarious.
It is pretty funny.
I think it landed correctly, but I wonder who reached out and told them like, hey, you need to issue.
Wendy's
an
is
apology.
ruthless. That's funny that they made their brand that
are.
because they could just say whatever they want.
I know.
In trouble.
I mean, I love the Wendy's. Like I said, it doesn't. Who else is it? Moon Pie on that same, like the Moon Pie.
Yeah. Have you seen Nutter Butter's TikTok?
No, I haven't.
Check it out.
Okay,
It's outrageous.
I'll have to look.
It's outrageous.
But Katy Perry in space, guys. Something I didn't think I'd be able to say in my lifetime. That's pretty crazy.
So you think there's probably be more tourism space travel now? So like maybe
You think?
So maybe like in 30 years, like you can buy a ticket to go to space.
That's true, but I think it's gonna still be highly expensive.
Yeah.
I think it'll be something that only the like elites and
the rich can do.
The rich can do.
Yeah.
But so how much?
So kind of like
how
people
much
that
would
went to
you?
the bottom of Titanic.
Oh Lord. Well, never mind. Speaking, crumbled like a tin can. Okay, that's probably not a good joke. Okay, I'm done. Too soon. Rob, how much would you pay to go to space?
I don't know. Like, I don't
Like,
mean
if
to
you
sound personal, but like, I don't. Times are tough.
You don't have space money. You don't have space money.
I don't know. $20.
$20. Okay.
I mean, it would be awesome.
Well, if you let me rephrase.
I would like to go to space.
I mean, I think we all would, but let me rephrase. If you had any amount of money in the world, how much do you think is a legitimate amount to charge people to go to space for like 11?
$100,000.
$100,000. All right. I think more than that.
$500,000.
Yeah, I would say $500,000 for 11 minutes, just so you can say you went to space. But I think the more normalized it gets, like the more people go to space, I think then it'll get cheaper.
Yeah, Keegan would tell me to mortgage my house.
Oh, I bet.
do it.
He loves planets, so I'm sure he would love that.
Hopefully he doesn't hear about it because that would be if I be good boy for a week, can I go to space?
You're like, let me win the lottery first and we'll talk. That's hilarious. Well, enough about Katy Perry in space.
Yes.
I think we've all seen it. We've all seen the videos. The next thing that you may know more about than I do, I'm hearing a lot about this Minecraft movie.
Yes.
So apparently there's a meme going around, or like a real life meme. Explain to the audience who hasn't seen it.
Yeah.
What is going on?
So let me break it down for you for people that are our age or older that maybe not fully understand it. So basically Minecraft, somehow it became a real life meme. So when you think memes, you think of like a silly photo with words on it.
Yes.
Memes have now evolved into something that can happen in real life. So it became a meme to go to the movies, and there's a couple of scenes, but the big one is when Jack Black says chicken jockey. You're supposed to go nuts, throw your popcorn everywhere.
I have videos for everything.
Somebody brought in a live chicken one time.
A live chicken? You're going to have to send me that one.
He's joking! Put the fries in the bag.
I've only seen the popcorn and the screaming. I have never seen.
It got like to points where like they were kicking people out because like.
I mean, if they're bringing live chickens into the movie theaters, I mean, do we have to have chicken security now in the movie theaters? Like, sir, you cannot bring this chicken in here.
That's the most southern word you say. Theaters?
Theater. Yeah, theater.
Yeah. You don't really have a southern accent right there.
I picked some up from my mom and my dad, so I just have this very strange northern southern accent.
Yeah, it's just that one word. I've never heard it from you before.
But it'd be funny to have a chicken security.
Yeah, it would. You gotta like pass through a detector if you got like eggs on you.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, imagine if they like metal detected you, but it's a chicken detector.
Yeah.
And it just goes off with the chicken noises. Yes, that's how it goes off if you have a chicken. But yeah, so
it's crazy. But like a couple of reasons I wanted to bring it up is one, because like I was talking to you about this. Do you think that it is possible for a marketing, the people for marketing for Minecraft, you think marketing campaigns have gotten sophisticated enough where they implanted that meme by like making like lower follower counts to it, and then it snowballs? Like maybe sometimes it catches, maybe sometimes it doesn't, or do you think it's just like organic? Because that movie was made for $50 million, and it's going to gross over $1 billion.
That's insane. I mean, and do you think people are seeing it to see people react like that?
Yes. Yeah, it has become cool to go to there, and like teenagers that will go see it. It has become like part of pop culture to go see that movie. So do you think that that's something like organically happened, or do you think marketing has gotten so sophisticated that they try to do that? Sometimes it becomes a meme, sometimes it doesn't.
Well, it makes me wonder. I mean, it obviously went viral on TikTok. Like, I've seen so many things happen with that. But like, what made chicken jockey the code word? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's where
I'll break it down for you because
because
my son plays Minecraft.
Okay.
Chicken jockey. So do you play Minecraft?
I don't. I know what it is though.
So like basically, it's really weird because it looks like an old video game because it's like very like
blocky.
Yeah. And you get crafts and you make things.
Okay.
So you can make a chicken jockey, but it's very rare.
Oh.
So what Minecraft did is they put these little Easter eggs in this movie. Like there's this Minecraft YouTuber that like passed away, and then they like make a quick reference to him. So they drop these like little Easter eggs that like for true Minecraft lovers like really would appreciate.
Yeah.
So I think maybe it started as like, oh my God, I can't believe he's in this movie, like chicken jockey.
So they're like freaking out because
like really excited.
Jockey. Okay.
And then it snowballs into like, let's just be silly about it. My wife and my son went, and they said it was one of the weirdest theater experiences they've ever had, and this was before all that stuff came out.
Which one did they go to?
Like the Valley View.
Really? And people freaked out when they
not like you see the movies, but like not like you see the TikToks. But like they were going nuts. This was before I seen any of those videos, and my wife was like, "That was the strangest thing I've ever been a part of."
Wow, I can't even imagine.
So what's the verdict? Do you think it's organic?
I think it's organic from the people that truly love Minecraft. Because I mean, I would say it was genius if they did think of that. But I think coming from somebody who does marketing, to think that intricately about that and start it at the lower level with the hopes it would catch on is such a big, crazy risk to take that I feel like it's organic. But I don't know.
Maybe that's just one of the fires. You think like these movies have like $100 million in marketing budget.
Right. Oh, imagine having that'd be crazy. Just paying these influencers and stuff. Like, go throw some popcorn in the movie theater. We'll pay you $1,000. Probably more than that.
Exactly.
But
I don't know. I'm torn too.
No, it's hard to say because it would be very smart for them to do that. But at the same time, like, it's just hard to tell.
Right. The cynical part of me thinks that it's planted.
Yeah.
And like the other part of me thinks that you just get lucky.
Yeah.
Like, Minecraft got extremely lucky.
It did.
Because this movie has beat all of its expectations at the box office, and it's gonna make over $1 billion.
Jeez. Well, like I said, I think I'm gonna go organic just because I feel like it's such a crazy risk to take, and why chicken jockey? Like, why that specific phrase in the movie? That's why, I don't know. Which I get it's an Easter egg.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it could have been any of the other ones.
Yeah. Maybe they just try a whole bunch of different ones.
Yeah, and see what
you
sticks.
realize they got all this data on all these customers. Like, it gets very analytic when you have that. Like, Big Brother's always listen to us. Like, when you get those ads.
It's true.
I don't know. I think it's possible.
That's why our AI image spit out what it did. It must be listening to us. But
I think it's possible.
Okay.
I don't know.
Well, I like it.
Let us know what you guys think if you're Minecraft fans, if you think it's real.
Yes. So the next thing we're going to talk about.
Yes.
I know we talked about the last morning routine. New morning routine just dropped, and I'm actually going to show it to Rob and get his live reaction.
Sir, the new morning routine just dropped.
Yes, the new morning routine just dropped. So we're going to watch it, and it's just as crazy as the other one.
How does your boyfriend feel about you having a
that's funny.
shirtless saved man on your phone?
So he starts at 5:15 in the morning.
Okay.
And I'm going to put the video. Yep, I'm going to put the video up here so you guys can watch it with Rob.
All right. Doesn't have time to tuck in his shoes. He's got to have a shoehorn.
No.
All right. We're getting in the car. That's a nice car. Oh, he's watching other people do. This is real meta.
Yes.
This is meta.
I think he's trolling us at this point.
Yeah. That's a lot of cash. Wait, hold on a second. How did we get to 4 o'clock already?
He did the jump thing like he did in the last. I'm telling you, he's trolling us.
Okay. Wait, now it's AM. Oh, what?
Yep, and then it cycles back. So when you watch it on TikTok, it just loops.
Oh. Yeah, but that's kind of smart. I like that.
So he has gotten significantly better with. I'm just kidding. His video before was pretty good too. I think he knows 100% what he's doing. And I don't know. Like
I don't know, because he did a thing where he was like, y'all hating on me, but there's a lot of imitators out there. And like he made it seem like
I think he's trolling.
He made it seem like he doesn't know that these people are making fun of him. They think that they're just imitating him.
True,
because they like
but
him.
I don't know. I err on the side of he's trolling us. I don't know. I think he's trolling us. Like, and the only reason I say that is a lot of people like to rage bait nowadays. Do you know what that is?
Yes. When you do something that makes people mad.
Yeah, I think he did it on purpose to get more, like, I don't know. I think if he's doing any of this on purpose, like trolling or rage baiting, I think he's very smart.
Yeah.
Because that Saratoga water, let me just tell you.
Speaking of another viral marketing campaign that they didn't pay for.
Yes. So that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Just by happenstance.
Yeah, right.
This guy just had Saratoga water in this, and everybody's buying it to make these videos. I mean, it's insane nowadays.
It is crazy.
Like how you can just get lucky with marketing like that. Like, that's crazy. But I don't know. What are your thoughts on this one?
I'd be very confident to say that he did not start out rage baiting.
No.
And I think that maybe he became a little self-aware and like dove head first into
I think so too. I don't think his first video
Yeah.
he made, I think he just randomly went viral because it was
Yes.
ridiculous.
Yes.
He was like, let me post. I have to ask, do you think that he actually does this?
No. No
Okay.
chance. Those
I don't think
cars
so
are
either.
rented.
Yes.
It's probably an Airbnb.
That's what my theory is, that he's renting this place out.
Yes.
Like, just to make this content. He mass produces the content while he's there. Like, he
Yes,
does the
he
clips.
does a bunch
and then
of
he
them.
sits at home all month and just reuses some, you know.
Right.
I don't know. That's my thought. But
It's hysterical.
it is. And I can't believe that is one of the most viral videos on TikTok so far this year.
Yeah, and Twitter.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just everywhere.
Yeah, it's insane. But so that's our thoughts on the new morning routine. Me and Rob really should do one. I think it'd be funny.
That would be good. Maybe that's what
Yeah.
we'll do for our punishment.
Okay, we have to do the morning routine. Although I guess we do your video and mine, and we'll make them different somehow.
Okay.
I'll figure it out.
I like
let me
that.
think
That
about
would be fun.
Rob's like, let me get out of this terrible one that you thought of before.
Yeah. No.
But-
All right. Well, that includes Pop Goes Berglund. All right.
All
The
right.
next thing.
Yes.
What we got next?
So we have everyone's favorite, mainly me and Rob's and everyone in our office. We have the Berglund Center rumor mill,
Yes.
and this is where we make up a rumor, which, for all intents and purposes, this is not true, or is it? Wink, wink. We make up a rumor about one of our
It's definitely not
coworkers.
true.
Yes. Hey, you got to have an air of mystery about this. Make them sort of believe.
It's not true.
Oh, yeah, wink, wink. There we go. That's better. So Rob actually has the rumor. We decided to delve into the operations department this time.
Yes.
Some of our hardest
Yes.
working guys here. I tell you what, they flipped the ice faster than they got that thing out of there in a day.
They
Maybe not even
did.
a day.
It's crazy.
It's crazy. But all right, go ahead, Rob.
Just to remind you, last month was our box office manager licks every ticket.
Yes, and did she?
Nope, she didn't catch it.
Oh
That
man,
means-
come on, Alexis.
I know.
Come
right?
on.
But this month, Travis McKinney, who's been here for probably 20 years, 15 years, he's actually, now this one, I don't know. He's actually a hand model.
Yes.
And if you've seen a hand in a magazine, it's most likely his.
Yes.
He gets flown. He says he's going on vacation to go fishing, but he's actually going to like Germany and Paris.
Yes.
To go on photo shoots for his hand. It's just something about them. Maybe it's all the chairs that he's lifted.
Yep.
They
yep.
look like a real American hand.
Yes.
And he's very coveted in that community.
Yeah, he actually told me once that he does commercials for Pandora
Yeah.
jewelry. So.
I heard that one too. He
Yeah.
told you that one?
Yeah, Pandora jewelry. He said the rings, like the silver ones, are his favorite when they do that.
Oh.
Yeah, he said that he gets a lot of free jewelry out of it, so it must be nice.
That's good. He told me one time he was doing a photo shoot. It took 6 hours and he went through 4 bottles of moisturizer. To make
Oh
sure his
my
hands were
gosh.
showing up.
That's wild.
Yeah, it's
man.
crazy.
So yeah, if you guys see any hand model or jewelry advertisements, that is our Travis here in the ops department.
Yes,
So,
most likely.
all right.
All right, next, we have a new thing we want to talk about.
Yes, we're super excited about this.
Yes, we are, and we hope we get some of you guys to participate. We have set up a voicemail. So
Yes.
for this voicemail, you guys can call, tell us we stink. But,
Yeah, you
but
can-
if you give us bad advice, you have to say that we're both very nice people.
Yes.
So you can say whatever you want, but just say, Rob and Tiff, you're both very nice people, but your podcast stinks. That's
Yes.
fine. Just say we're
Rob
nice
actually
first.
left me a voicemail earlier telling me I needed to do better on the podcast. So there you go. Instead of leaving the comments, we want to hear your voice.
No, well, it doesn't, and it also doesn't have to be negative. Just
No, it
kidding about
doesn't.
that.
We're being facetious.
Yeah.
But
so you can talk about something pop culture, like, hey, I wanted to get your fiery takes on this
Yeah.
pop culture thing. You can rant about something. You
Yes.
could ask questions if you have a question about Berglund Center. We'd be
yes,
happy to
that'd
answer
be super
that.
cool. I would love that.
Or since me and Tiffany are both very, very nice and smart people, we can give you our life advice.
Yes. So if there's a situation that you're going through, you can call into the podcast, tell us a little bit about your situation, and we will give our best unqualified advice that we can give. So
yes, and you'll probably make your situation worse.
Yeah, I was gonna say it may be serious or it may be really bad. You just figure that one out for yourself. But
no, we'll try to help you for real.
Yes, we
depending
will.
on the tone of the call. If you call and you're
Yeah, and you're
serious, we'll be
joking.
genuine about it.
Yeah, exactly. So like Rob said, life advice, hot takes, questions about Berglund Center, questions about the podcast, anything
you want.
unsolicited comments to make us
Yes.
feel bad. We would love it. Rumors that you've heard about us too. That'd be hilarious after our segment.
Yeah. Hey, maybe you just call and be like, "You guys are doing a great job."
Oh, that'd be really
that'd be
sweet.
Cool too. Yeah.
The first person that'll call will be my mom. So, all right. So the number.
Mom or dad, who's gonna be? Just
Yeah, it's gonna be probably my mom. She'll probably call in and be like, "Hey, I love you guys. This is not Tiffany's mom.
not Tiffany's mom.
this is
the
not
name of
Tiffany's
mom. Is
Yes.
the name of the caller ID.
Yes.
All right. Well, Tiffany, give them the number, and the number will also be listed in the comments of this video.
Yes, and we'll probably be making some posts about it too, because
Yes.
we would really like some people to call in. I think it'd be really cool.
I would.
So the number is 540-339-7533. And it is a Google Voice number. So if it comes back and says anything about it being a Google Voice number, that is the number.
Yes,
So
good
we set
point.
it up just for the voicemails. So we have the ability to replay and save the voicemails and play them on the podcast if we need to. So
Awesome.
we're becoming the new Delilah. Look at us.
Who's that?
Rob doesn't know who Delilah is. It's the show, the radio show where it's Delilah. You've never heard of it? Oh my gosh. Yeah, people used to call in and ask her for life advice. And I used to listen to it
yeah, I know
growing
what you're
up.
talking about now.
Yeah,
I thought you were talking
so-
about the Plain White Tea song.
No, hey there, Delilah.
Delilah.
We always sing on this podcast.
We do end up singing.
All right, so we got the Google Voice
Yes.
number. It's Roanoke Live Hotline. That's what we're gonna call it.
All right.
And we have some upcoming events, right?
Yes, yes. Let's talk about those. We got a big one coming
Yes,
up, right, Tiff?
we have a big weekend coming up this weekend. So if you guys are seeing this and you guys are coming to Taqueritas, come up, like we said, come up and give
Yes.
me and Rob a high five. You come up and talk to us. Like we'll be out
We'll
and
give you
about.
a free sticker if you come mention the podcast.
if you mention the podcast, you get a Taqueritas sticker. I like that.
Yes.
So but the Friday, which would be tonight, we have two really exciting events. One in the
do.
theater and one at Elmwood Park. It's our first Elmwood show. I'm always stoked for
Yes.
those. The Elmwood Park show is Melissa Etheridge and Joss Stone. That's going to be a great show. Tickets are selling really fast. Yep. Rob, there you go.
Killed it.
And then we have Fortune Feimster in the theater. So it's going to be a really tough thing to decide between the two, but make your decision. You can't go wrong. So
Yeah, can't.
nope.
Good time at either place.
Yes. So on May 3rd, we have the 10th annual Spring Craft and Vendor Show. That's always a big one that happens here.
yeah.
A bunch of vendors are going to be in the Special Events Center.
And Kiwanis Pancakes that morning too, right?
I think so. It's either on
Yep.
the 3rd or I heard the 10th. Maybe they might have switched it. So you guys double check on
Double
that.
check that.
And then May 4th, our Super Bowl, Taco Ritas. Okay.
Na-na-na-na.
Yes, we need the Taco Ritas. It's happening. We have so many vendors. We're super excited. We want you guys to have a really good time. So we hope that everybody that comes out, we hope you come out. If you're listening to this and you don't know what to do on Cinco de Mayo, please come see us because it's going to be fun. I would
Yes.
go if I wasn't working.
Yes, and come dressed up.
Yes, Miss Taqueritas. Okay,
Yep.
there's info about it on the webpage right now. And then May 10th, we get Jeff Dunham and his artificial intelligence tour. You know, Jeff Dunham with the ventriloquist with the puppets. That's another show that's selling really fast. It's going to be in the Coliseum. So make sure you guys grab your tickets.
And if you had them for the previous day, because this one got moved,
Yes.
those tickets will be good for this event.
Yep.
So.
And then May 16th, we have the Daddy-Daughter Dance with K92. It is country themed, and they are having, I think they're doing like hair feathers and stuff at the dance. Sounds really fun. Yeah. So that's going to sell out if it hasn't already. I haven't been able to check. But
will.
yeah, it's going to sell out, especially when it gets closer. So if you want to go, please get tickets. Then we have Napoleon Dynamite Live on May 24th. I am stoked for that.
That's going to be so good.
Yeah, we got a shout out video that's up on our social media at this point. And it's really good. They just seem like really awesome guys off camera too. So I don't know. I bet they'll be fun to.
I bet they're going to be great.
Yeah, they're going to be great for that show.
Yeah, that's such a good point.
And then May 23rd through the 24th, we have Festival in the Park featuring Lanco on that Friday. Lovely, the band who I actually really like. They're going to be on that Saturday. And then 1964, The Tribute, which is a tribute to the Beatles. So if you guys haven't gotten your tickets for Festival in the Park, that is just a staple event that comes every year.
Right.
And I believe they're going to have food vendors, activities throughout the day. And the performances that I just mentioned will be in the amphitheater right there.
Yeah, it's back at Elmwood this year.
Yes, it is.
So
yep.
Go hang out at the park all day, enjoy the weather, kick off the summer like you do every year with Festival in the Park.
Yep. And that closes out May, but we are announcing a bunch of new shows like almost every week now. So we got a lot coming for you guys. Make sure you guys stay up to date with us at berglundcenter.live/events and on our social media. And then Rob, we have a super awesome interview that's coming right after this. So
we interviewed Reach One. We really got to know him well, and it was an awesome interview. So make sure you stay tuned for that. We even included a previous live performance of his, who it features a recurring guest of the podcast.
Yes. Ashley's actually in the music video, the one that I was sent today. So that's kind of cool.
Yeah,
but
it is.
Yeah.
But it was an awesome interview. Make sure you check him out. And we can't wait to see you guys next month. All right. We're here. We're joined by Reach One, musician, artist, genre bending. You don't want to kind of put you down into one spot, but thanks for joining us.
Hey, thank you for having me. It's an honor to be here.
Yeah, we're really excited to have you on. Let's just, Tiffany, why don't we just jump right into it? That sounds good.
Yeah.
So if we're gonna start, we might as well start from the beginning. So,
All right.
were you one of those people that like you knew music was in your genes when you were quite young, or like when did the love of music kind of start for you?
It wasn't something that was in my genes per se. It was actually kind of like a hidden talent for a long time.
Okay.
And so my parents got me. Once I got into middle school is when I really started finding my way in music. But before that, it was just something I just enjoyed. I was always singing in the shower, singing around the house, I
love that. Well, so what happened in middle school? Like, did you what was the point that made you feel like it?
Okay. Well, it was probably 8th grade. So 6th and 7th grade, I played 2 other instruments.
Okay.
I played the violin first. That was my first instrument.
Oh, that's so cool.
And then my second instrument when I moved here to Roanoke was the trumpet. So I played that for a while too. And simultaneously the drum set. So in, I would say 8th grade, I sang at a talent show. And up until that point, I was just playing instruments. I wasn't singing out loud, only my friends knew I liked to sing.
Okay.
So the 8th grade talent show, I sang, and it was just awesome. Like, the crowd loved that, and it was just, I just couldn't get enough of that, like really putting my heart out there. So
it must have been really hard to kind of like make that leap and go and sing in front of all those people.
Yeah.
It was. I had a little bit of practice though, playing in front of people with, the instruments and things like that.
Okay.
So,
yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. But singing is different. So yes, I definitely was nervous that first time.
So you mentioned some of the instruments that you play. So what all instruments are you comfortable playing?
Yeah, I can still pick up a drum set. I can play the drum set. I played that for 6 years. And then so like at church and at school and stuff. And then I played the trumpet for 4 years.
Okay.
And then the violin I played for a year. But I've dabbled in the saxophone. I have one of those at home. I've got a little alto sax.
Yeah.
Things like that. So, and guitar.
Wow, that's a huge range.
Yeah, you can make your own band if you want.
I could try, I'm not an expert in all of those instruments. So.
Right.
So when you're creating music, this is just a kind of off the cuff. Do you use like a looper at all, like so you can make like a? Oh man,
But I know what you're talking
Yes.
about, and sometimes when my friends and I are creating, we'll do that.
Yeah. that's super
But
cool.
when I'm by myself, no.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome.
So we mentioned genre bending because you
Yeah.
kind of go all around.
Yeah.
So we were saying that your influences range from like Stevie Wonder, all the way to Lil Wayne.
Yeah.
When I was listening, I heard some Frank Ocean in there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Would you say that maybe that was one of your inspirations?
Well, I've definitely gotten that before.
Okay.
And not originally, but I do enjoy Frank Ocean's music. I see where people would say that.
Gotcha.
You know,
If you never
I
put
am a
some new
fan
music
for
out.
sure.
Yeah.
You know.
So how do you have such a? Do you just like enjoy just so many different types of music? Like, where does that wide spectrum come from you?
Yeah. So growing up, my household, my dad just exposed me to all kinds of music. You know, like I mean, just as wide as my influences are, is I was probably exposed to a wider range of music. You know what I'm saying? All the way from rock to Mozart and Bach to hip hop to Nirvana to jazz and Muddy Waters, right? Like a huge range. So that's where the term eclectic soul comes from. Just because my background listening wise is super eclectic. And then once I started singing in high school, my choir director just made sure that I was exposed vocally to everything, and that I was able to sing any genre, and she made sure of that. So I was singing pop from the 60s and 50s, like real pop, at a young age,
Yeah,
like
right.
14 and 15.
Yeah.
Wow. So your dad was playing like classical music growing up when you were growing
Oh
up?
yeah, like when we would do homework, classical music.
That's
on,
awesome.
like,
It's
when we're
supposed to
cleaning
be
the house,
Yeah,
like he's on Saturday mornings we'd wake up and the radio would be blaring. He'd have. So it'd be different every time,
That's
but
awesome.
yeah,
That's really
those oscillating CDs.
Right.
You
yeah.
just put them in the player and let them go.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
does he have musical like a background, or he just was a music lover?
No, music lover. He's got
Okay.
the ear, I like to call it.
That's
he
awesome.
knows good music.
That's awesome.
So I know I asked you about the looper, and you were talking about the creative process, like between you and your friends.
Yeah.
So what does that look like to you, the creative process when you're producing, creating a song?
Yeah. Well, it normally starts out like I'll get an idea, a melody, maybe a cadence or a rhythm, or sometimes it'll be lyrics that pop into my head. And it'll start like that. So I'll either, if it's lyrics, I'll write them down real quick, a quick line. And if there's a melody, I will hum it, until it comes out. And then eventually the words will come. And so
awesome.
Yeah.
I try to like record those moments often, at least the vocal ones, right? And then from there, I can either play the piano, I'll take it to the piano and work it out, or I'll see if one of my friends can build the idea out.
Okay, that makes sense from from all your different backgrounds, that it would come in different spots for you. Like since you play so many instruments,
Yeah.
sometimes you get it from there. Sometimes it's lyrics.
Yes.
That makes sense that it would translate to that when you're during the creative process.
Yeah.
So your music is rooted in positivity, love, and good vibes. How do you stay grounded in that message?
Meditation all the time. Like I have to keep myself in a space of calm, of peace. I eliminate stress at every corner, you know what I mean? Because it's easy for us to absorb the energies around us, right? Like,
Yeah.
and when we're feeling a type of way, sometimes other people want us to feel that way with them, right? Like,
Right.
So easy.
so
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I had to learn how to really block that, and so for me, meditating in the morning, going on walks in nature, and just my faith is really what keeps me grounded the most. Just that process of me interacting with my highest self in the universe or God, however you call it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's awesome. So I've to go off topic a little bit. I've always been super interested in meditation.
Yeah.
But it's never been something I can quite master. Whether it's like being able to block out all the noise, or do you have any tips for people that because it sounds like you are practicing it quite frequently.
Yeah.
If somebody's trying to get into meditation and they can't seem to break through that barrier, what kind of advice would you give them?
Well, I would probably say two things. One, meditation doesn't have to be you sitting down in a quiet space, sitting still like it's depicted, right? It doesn't always have to look like that. Mindfulness is the intent with it, right? So you can be outside in your backyard, sitting in the grass. You could go on a hike, right, and zone in there. But that's the first tip. And the second tip I would say is don't have so much pressure on yourself. Don't put so much pressure on yourself. Start small. I started with 3 minutes at a time.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And that wasn't every day, So give yourself time to start and start small.
That's really good advice, because I think when you think meditation, it's really constructed in that one form that everybody knows, but to think about it as not necessarily being sitting down and being quiet. There's other forms of meditation. I never thought about it like that. That's awesome.
And there's an app that really helped a lot called Headspace. Headspace, they'll walk through it with you from 3 minutes all the way to 30 minutes sometimes. So definitely check out Headspace guided
That's
meditation.
Awesome. Well, let's dive a little bit more into your music. So you talk about how you like to bridge the gaps between the older generation and the younger generation. Is that a conscious thing, or do you think that comes from just your eclectic taste of music? Do you think about I need to make sure this resonates with young people and old people, or is it just is that just kind of a natural thing for you?
Yeah, it's very much natural. I have an old soul. So I spend a lot of time with people older than me, right? And so and also my greatest influences are artists that are gone,
Okay.
that have passed. So older music, and then being in this newer generation, I'm kind of I am basically the bridge. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I work with kids, right? Working with kids for so long, so I'm already understanding what they're seeing, what they're dealing with, also what they're talking about, right? And so I'm also able to see both sides from that.
That's awesome. So I don't know if you guys have seen these, but there's these TikToks going around where people talk about what's Virginia culture.
Yeah.
And people think it's kind of hard to describe. Is it South?
Virginia's so different
Right.
everywhere. Everywhere you go, Northern Virginia, Richmond, down here.
It is. That's a good
the
point.
Beach area, Virginia Beach. I mean, everything's so different. But
So I bring that up to say, how do you think being from Roanoke Valley has kind of shaped your music? Do you find inspiration from that?
Absolutely. So growing up in Virginia Beach, I learned to go with the flow.
Okay.
I was there till I was 12. And then when I moved here, culture shock, right?
yeah.
First of all, Virginia Beach is a melting pot, right? So there's every color under the sun there. When I moved here, I'm like, oh, snap. Where is everybody?
Bunch of mountain folk.
Yeah.
Down
in the valley.
Yeah. But I always say the beach taught me to go with the flow and to be more like water. But I really built a solid foundation here. My faith was grown here. I had to learn how to move and shift the mountains that I'm around.
Yeah.
I like that. In order to accomplish my goals. So the mountains have had a huge impact, You know, there are more trains up here.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And so just that idea, right, of the revolution train, this revolution of love, of self-healing, of collective healing that I'm bringing is totally influenced by the mountains.
Oh.
I love that. So you're saying like actual physical things. You say water in Virginia Beach.
Yeah,
and mountains here.
Yeah.
I like looking at the actual
Like the environment that you're living in.
Yeah.
So I like that.
I was thinking more like from people aspect, but like
Yeah.
you went like actual physical attributes of
Yeah.
the area.
Yeah, well, the cultures are different.
Right.
You
No,
know?
totally.
Definitely different, right?
Oh,
Definitely. And I love the beach area. Like I love
Yeah.
Virginia Beach area. I go up there for work sometimes, like one of my older jobs, and I really liked it. I felt like people. It was definitely like a melting pot there. But
Yeah.
it's
My
a
wife's
great
from that
area.
area too. It's very fast paced.
It is.
You gotta
it's
be on
quick.
your toes. There's always traffic. Everyone's in a rush, I think.
Yeah. I love the slow motion.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like we were talking a little bit before. I'm originally from New York, and when I moved here, I was like, "Oh, this place is too slow. I'm always gonna go back."
Yeah.
And then once I got used to this pace,
Yeah,
You're just like, wait, what?
Yeah. Stay here.
I don't have to do that. I don't have to drive like that every day. Like,
exactly,
That's
exactly.
so
I feel like it suits me better.
nah, that's real.
So, can you share any details about the 2 EPs that you're releasing in 2025?
Yes. So shout out to Spriggs 50. That's my guy. Shout out to to Real Fake. Shout out to Pazzo Bones. Shout out to Sky Chambers. Shout out to Ice Cold. Shout out to Eugene Woods. These are all people you'll hear from with me. These are all. It'll be basically, I haven't put out music in a collection of music in a while, right? A few years almost now. So, but I've been working really hard. You know what I'm saying? So, those are just some of the producers and features that I'm proud to present, when the time comes. But yes, so I am working on a lot of music. I have been working on a lot of music, and so now I'm in the process of getting ready to release that. So be on the lookout for that. Remember those names that I just mentioned.
That's awesome.
Because you'll see those people.
What is it like? Do you do a concept album? Or do you have any themes or like type of vibes that people could be looking forward to?
Yeah, well, I would say that these songs are a little bit more raw.
Okay.
They're a little bit more me, right? The sound that I'm used to presenting is a really clean sound. And this is still clean. You'll still get that, but it's going to be a lot more of my personality coming out. And then, of course, those themes of positivity, self-love, right? Unity, collective healing. Those are all always going to be a part of my music.
Was it hard to be vulnerable when you were making that music, showing your personality like that?
Yeah, sometimes.
Right.
Sometimes, because, as a creator, it's easy to get in your own way, right? To get in the way of the creation, thinking about it too deeply sometimes, like I'll be in the studio with, Spriggs or David, my manager, and sometimes they're like, all right, this is good. Don't overdo it. You know what I'm saying? I'll often ask them like, all right, did I do too much? Do I need this right here?
Right.
For a second opinion. So, but yeah, so it's definitely difficult being vulnerable, but the more you do it, the easier it becomes.
Okay.
And, there's a certain level of vulnerability I have to, I guess, maintain, in the creative process anyway. So it's
That
really
makes
just
sense.
diving deeper into it,
Yeah.
Right.
So you have some experience with some live shows. What's been your favorite place that you've performed so far?
Okay. I look at it in two ways.
hard.
Yes. So my favorite stage I would say is the Dog Bowl.
Oh, yes.
Right here in Roanoke. That stage is just so much fun.
Yeah.
You know, like the aesthetic is just super cool to me.
Yeah.
You know, and then I would say my favorite crowd though, like my favorite place to perform right now, audience wise, would probably be Buchanan.
Really?
Yeah, not even probably, hands down. I love it
That's
there.
interesting.
Yeah, y'all rock. They show me love every time.
I love that.
So yeah.
All right, let's get to know you a little bit more. You say that your a lot of your inspiration comes from people that maybe have passed, maybe some alive. If you could do a dream collaboration with somebody that's either passed or still around, who would you pick?
Yeah. Okay. I would want to, of the people who are still alive, I think it would be incredible to produce a song with Stevie Wonder.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I think it would be incredible to just sit in the studio with him and just pick his brain.
Oh man, could you imagine?
Yeah. And then past, I think I would have a lot of fun. You know,
It's such a hard.
it is tough,
Yeah. We
right?
won't hold
You know,
you to
because
it.
I want to say Bob, right? I want to say Bob because I relate to that message. I do feel like I'm a part of that mission as well. But I feel like I would just have a dope vibe with Otis Redding, man. I just feel like that would be crazy. You know what I mean?
That'd be so cool.
So maybe hang out with Bob Moore, make a song with Otis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I understand. I heard a lot of. It's interesting you said that. I heard a lot of Bob Marley when I was listening to your songs.
Yeah,
You definitely
yeah.
comes through that.
Well, I'm an island baby for sure.
Yeah.
You know, my mom's originally from Trinidad and Tobago.
Okay.
Her parents are from St. Vincent and the Grenadines. So,
Oh wow.
Yeah, I come by it honest.
So for somebody that's never heard of Reach One, we have some listeners that haven't heard your music yet, and if you haven't, make sure you go check it out after you listen to this podcast. What are some songs that you think would be a good intro to somebody like that?
A good introduction. Well, I look at it in different scenarios as most things, right? Situationally. So depending on the person, I will send them straight to They Said. Right? I'll send them because that gives them a general idea of what my music is about.
Right.
And my common theme. If I was talking to someone that maybe we had a more intimate conversation, gave them a little bit of my background type thing.
Okay.
I would show them That's Why. And the reason being is because it shows literally, you know, what I come from, where my mindset comes from, and also it shows how in tune I am with my roots, my skin, you know, and who I really am beyond my skin. And then for someone who wants to hear, you know, the music itself, right, I would show them No Matter.
Okay.
For sure. Yeah.
That's awesome. I like how you broke that down.
Yeah, me too. So looking ahead, what's the biggest hope for your music and the impact that you can make as an artist?
I really want to influence and inspire people to their highest selves, right? To unify, to remember your inner child, because that's where our power is, right? I want my music to always be a place you can come to for that reminder. Like, whatever you're going through, hey, we're going through it, but we're gonna get through it. If it's a positive vibe, hey, vibes, look alive, right? Hey, it's not my birthday, but I feel like it, you know? I want people to be able to come to my music for the healing that they need, whatever kind of healing that may be, whether it's a smile, a positive word, a motivational word, or just somebody who understands, right? But I think by doing that, we can come together under that and really make some huge impacts together.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I love that.
Well, if you don't mind, we want to. Tiffany and I came up with some rapid fire questions.
Yes.
We can ask you. You can do the first thing that comes to your mind. You can go in depth. Take it however you want it.
Okay,
We just want to
okay.
have a little fun to end the interview with.
All right.
All right. You want to take the first one?
Yeah, I'll take the first one. So, who's the most played artist on your Spotify or Apple Music this week?
This week.
Mm.
So not
Yeah,
all
just this
time,
week.
Right now. who
This
you
week?
vibing with?
Yeah, like who have you been vibing to this week?
All right. Right now it's between Barris Hammond right now for our event, and then I listen to a lot of Rare Guala.
Okay.
You know, just throughout the week.
Yeah.
But yeah, this week Barris Hammond, and Rare Guala probably, and then of course Reach One. I listen to my own.
Yeah.
Hey, that's interesting. There's some people that don't listen to their music or they
Yeah.
do. So
Yeah.
all right. So before a show, do you eat before a show?
Yes, I do
Okay.
actually.
And what do you have like a go-to food? Are you superstitious or is
Okay.
you just like go everywhere?
Good
whatever?
question.
Yeah.
So I'm not superstitious now. Well, okay. I do avoid certain foods if I'm about to sing, right? You know, like I can't have a lot of sugar and think
Right.
I'm about to go on stage and not get all clogged up, you know.
gotcha.
So
That's a good point.
I avoid sugar. I try to avoid bread, but I do. I like wings a lot, so
Me too.
Going
I'll eat
spicy or you gotta watch out?
You know, I'm not a spicy guy.
Okay,
I'm not a
alright.
spicy kind of guy. A little bit,
Yeah,
teeny
yeah.
tiny, but not really.
All right.
But
They got to
yeah.
go to wing spot or are you making them at home?
Yeah. So I don't have a go-to wing spot. If
Okay.
they have wings where I'm performing at, I will definitely get them.
There we go. All right.
You know, if they don't, I'm out of luck.
Yeah. So, speaking of food, if your music was a flavor, what flavor would it be? It's a tough question.
Ooh, if my music was a flavor.
Yeah. I know. There's so many like.
Yeah, there's so many
answers.
different ways you can
Yeah.
go this way. We might have.
Yes,
flavor.
This one may
Yeah.
have been a tough one.
A flavor.
Yeah. So I guess you could really go with like.
I'm gonna say like if my music was a flavor, I would compare it to a never-ending gobstopper.
I like it.
Yeah.
There you go.
Because you're gonna get a little bit of everything.
Yeah, that's a perfect
You know?
answer. I
It
mean,
never stops.
Yeah. Couldn't have thought
I
of a better
love it.
one.
All right. So would you rather? I know you've done some licensing with your music. So would you rather sell out a show or like have in a movie have the perfect scene happen to one of your songs?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's
Wow. That is tough. Oh, snap. A perfect scene. Whoa.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it just you know the scene when I say it, right?
Yeah.
It wouldn't be the same if that song was any different.
Right. Yeah, I'm gonna the crowd, man.
Yeah,
Like,
you can't replicate that.
yeah,
energy.
you can't replicate that, and that's even though that
I know. The perfect
All right, we won't make you choose. We're
perfect
Yeah.
song though,
Yeah.
like yes, but the crowd, because that's something that like, everybody may not know that song or pay attention to that song, but that moment with the crowd,
Yeah.
that's historic.
right.
It
People
is.
can document that. So
And the energy in the room too.
Is-
I
Yeah.
just can't even imagine.
yeah.
So what's one instrument that you play that you don't play yet but want to learn?
That I don't play yet but want to learn.
Any instruments out there that you got your eye on?
He's got all the main ones
Yeah,
down.
maybe you better try
and
them
some
all.
others that aren't main that are super cool,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the violin and trumpet. That's awesome.
An instrument I want to learn. Yes,
Okay.
there is. The cello or the bass, this upright bass.
Upright bass would be a
upright
good
bass.
one.
Mhm.
That's super cool.
Yeah, that would be
Okay.
cool.
All right. Well, sorry.
No, I was gonna say I wonder between cello and bass, like what the learning curve would be
Yeah.
from guitar down to those string instruments.
Yeah.
Do the translate maybe?
Yeah, what'd you say?
Would they translate maybe
Oh
a
yes,
little bit?
yes. The string instruments, it's different. It just depends on the instrument. I
Right,
guess, but,
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, before we get out of here, Reach One, can you tell the people where they can find your music at if they want to check you out, or if there's
Yeah.
any like upcoming shows they can come check you out at? Tell the people where they can find you.
Yes, absolutely. You can find me on all digital platforms. Just type in REACH space the number 1. And then you can find me on Instagram, Facebook, all of that, the same exact tag. But yeah, so whatever you like to listen to music on, whether that's Spotify, Tidal, Apple Music, even YouTube or Pandora. But type in Reach One and you'll find me there.
And we'll tag you in the spot in
Yes.
the post too.
Yeah,
So just
yeah.
look at the bottom of the post that you're looking at.
Yep.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, thanks for coming on. It was great getting to know you.
Yeah, thank y'all. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Now you may not believe me, but you make loving you so easy. And I see who you could be. If only you could love you like I love you, then maybe you'd see what I see. Hey, whoa, don't be talking to yourself like that around me. No negative Nancy, no Debbie Downing. Perfection is a perception of perspective. People treat opinions like they are all facts, but worry, not. Hey, look, tap, I got your back like spinal, got your heart like vitals, huh? They said to get it how you living, huh? I say, if you gon' live it, you should love it, son. I said you're glowing where you standing on. So long, you're standing up in that mirror more. They said to get it how you living, huh? I say, if you gon' live it, you should love it, son. I said you're glowing where you standing on. So long, you're standing up in that mirror more. Hey, yeah, been magic. Had to look within myself and realized that I'm the last dragon. If you ain't filling my cup with love, then you can have it. We all got problems, and yeah, the pain may hurt. But somebody always got it way worse. So let it flow, stop forcing it, let it grow, keep watering it, let it go if it's not in your control. All that you seek is inside of your soul. I had to accept my gifts and remember nobody can love me like I can. We're all healing from trauma, word to mommy. Ain't no love like self-love. No love like self-love. They said to get it how you living, huh? I say, if you gon' live it, you should love it, son. I said you're glowing where you standing on. So long, you're standing up in that mirror more. They said to get it how you living, huh? I say, if you gon' live it, you should love it, son. I said you're glowing where you standing on. So long, you're standing up in that mirror more. You know I stay far away from the drama. 828 keys on me, I've been wide awake. Lil' mama, quit playing with me. Chakras align, yeah, I'm straight. Lil' mama, 8 people gon'